Entertaining for you. Come from my end, you get this double. Straight to your bubble. In this game because I love the trouble. So watch your tone if you
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Well, remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. Dancing to his left. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. But Nick Bosa is so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. Third and one. From the gun, Murray escaping the pressure right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's fourth down. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
That same nigga when he said the Mexican food in the chat earlier.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 37. Throwing now is Lance. And he slings one that's incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. And remember, they've had their open week already. So this could be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one.
Yo, he was talking Uncle Jabal. That makes my Uncle Jabal chill out.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings us up to the 47. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. Got an open man. It's QT. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. QT, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. It's a run with Mostert, and he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Touchdown! J.J. Nelson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Next score, Cardinals 7, 49ers 6.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
A throw out wide to QT, complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Being chased out left. And a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. They find some open field here. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble Recovery touchdown for Arizona. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Dante Pettis now from his end zone.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Pettis now from his end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Lance now on 1st down. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now a play fake. Lance. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
So these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Off of play action, here's Lance. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Jordan Phillips. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. 7 consonants, 1 vowel. Here's Juszczyk. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now Lance. Forced out to, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
On 1st down, they'll run with the Wangu. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On 2nd down, here's the Wangu. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
It's a gain of a yard. And this is
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Flush to his right. Catch is made by Hardman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. The quick slant caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 2nd down and goal. Murray, he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Mecole Hardman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Lance now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. Touchdown, 49ers! And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Locates Hardman for another catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Prater for the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
49ers 12. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A final shot before half for Lance. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. It got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is is answered.
How did they get that done?
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Lance. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Cards are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Tough one there. First drive in the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a 1st down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Handoff here to Nwangu. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
2nd and 6. Murray now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Sliding out of the... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Pettis now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. So that'll back him up 5. So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Play action. Now it's Lance. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Hey, go, Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come. Hey, 3. 34 the mic. Check.
Now Lance again. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Richie James with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. It's a run with Mostert. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Flush to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urge.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
34's a Mike. He's coming. Check him. Check him. Watch QB draw.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And some room to roam now. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. An incredible play there on fourth down in their own territory. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Lance looks to throw again on the move, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And Lance now to throw, looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. The reception good for 7. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing his Lance on third down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Prater for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
I'm the best in the
Pettis
game.
now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and